great. And we are live. We are live on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. Just double check here. The live is going out. Yes, it is fantastic. I don't know, for some reason the live was not going out to the intended audience yesterday, but I guess we're live and working. TikTok, hello folks, and hello to all the folks over on Behance, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. We have a fun episode today. We are going to be covering a transformation of a digital brand experience for this company called DCM, Data Communications Management. And hello, Sheba, Aster, Bob. This is somebody who's sleeping. Yeah, on today's episode, we're gonna cover I think we're on episode 13. I even lost count of what episode we're on, but yeah, we are on episode 13, and we're gonna pick up where we left off yesterday. So let's just jump right into it. For the people who are watching for the first time, what I do on this show is take you behind the scenes of what it takes to do a digital transformation, a design or business transformation. And on this specific series, the first one I'm doing, we are doing a business transformation for a publicly traded company called DCM. And one of the things we're doing is revisiting their brand. We are revisiting their website and sort of digital experience, copywriting, and helping them become more buyer focused and buyer centric. So let's just jump right into it. No wasting time today. I'm gonna go right into the deep end. So let me just switch gears here very quickly. Close tab. Okay. By the way, this is one thing that always happens on the live is everything seems to work perfectly fine, but the moment you go live, things start to break. That's okay. That is part and parcel of the job. Expect it. Okay, great. Fantastic. Everything looks working fine. Just got to do a quick hygiene check here, and let me open up the document here. Hello, Vasant Mahala Sivak, LMAO name. The live is happening over on paulsing.live, where we are doing a business transformation of a publicly traded business. This is a peek behind the kimono. We're taking you behind the scenes of what it takes to do a brand and business transformation. Okay, so let me switch gears here. Switch over to my Figma board. And boom, there we go. We can dive right in then. This is sort of where we left off. Where we left off was what I was doing, sort of just re-architecting what the menu navigation could be like. What is my point of view on that? So we did make a decent amount of progress. So I'm just going to continue on that path. Of course, I just did some very initial work. I definitely need to sharpen this up a little bit. So that's what we'll do today. So let's just dive right in. Let's go to this section here. If you're curious and if you want to see any of the previous episodes, the links are in the comments, and the links are also in the live description where you're watching it, right? So all the notes and everything that you need is going to be there. Okay, so let's get yeah. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, and by the way, if you have any questions, you can either ask them directly on TikTok, or you can go over to paulsingh.live and drop them in the chat there. Yeah, okay, cool. Fantastic. Okay, so what do I have here? Okay, I need to sharpen up that. Actually say this as a statement, not as a question. Okay. So let me just do a quick double check here. Let's fix this. Okay, so the first thing is search, menu. Hello, Justine, Soapy. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, definitely need to tighten up this. Okay, cool. So I actually do have some success stories. Where do I have them? Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna open up the website here in parallel and just copy paste some of the success stories. Actually, hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually also start laying out potentially what the home page can. That'll just sort of help architect all the information. this. Actually, wait, I'm gonna move it down here just for my peace of mind. Amazing. Cool. So that is some of the navigation, high level. At least I have some direction here. Now what I would want to do is what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to lay out some homepage versions. Yeah. That. Okay, and to their case studies here. Going to do a quick check here to make sure that the live is going out to all the respective places, which it is, which is fantastic. Okay, great. Now, the previous website that they have is, I mean, I already did this on a previous episode where I pointed out all the things that I do want to change. Let me just fix some of this. You know, I wish the Figma came with a mouse or laser pointer, so none of this could. Okay. Yeah. So this is basically that old site, and this is sort of. Actually, they just refreshed this. It's funny that when I started this process, this is what the homepage looked like. The image on the right here, and 2 days into the live. Me trying to do this transformation, they had somebody on the back end. Of course, you know, that is expected, that they're obviously aware of these issues and they're working at solving some of these. So totally makes sense. Okay, so a couple of things. What I want to do is start thinking about the architecture here for a second. So help the tier 1 bank. Yeah, there's a lot of like, we did this, we did that, look at us, we believe this. Nobody cares. People care about what they care about, and that's what we want to do. We want to meet them where they are. So there's a lot of good stuff here. They just needs to be oriented in a slightly different way. The way that information shows up, I really want to sort of move that around. So, okay, let's find some customer words very quickly. Funny how like most of the times these case studies and success stories are hidden away under layers and layers of stuff where like people have to find them. I feel like that's the thing that you got to put center stage, because the customer or the buyer is gonna immediately find relatability in that. So if somebody else is saying or voicing, you know, what they went through, it's gonna be an instant connect. And plus, it's not in your words, it's in their words. So that's the first thing I want to actually tackle. So what I'm going to do is, in some of these, where did it go? No, I don't have. I think I had pushed out the case studies here somewhere. Where did it go? Case studies. I don't know why people hide case studies like behind all these walls. You gotta put them, celebrate them. Those are your, like, think about it like this. Imagine you open the Nike website and Because if you think about the Nike website, they're literally celebrating the athlete. That's their customer. The product is secondary. And that's basically what we're trying to do here, is celebrate the customer, the buyer. It's about them. So they're the athletes. Okay, so okay, I don't have it in the screenshot, so I'm gonna just jump into their website. Let's actually have that open here separately. Let me actually jump and switch my screens here. Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. So now I have the screen here. All right. So we're gonna go back into About Us success stories. This is where all the juicy, cool stuff is. This is the stuff that we want to bring right to the front. Just think Nike. We want to celebrate the buyer. We want to show how they can be awesome, right? So let's see if I can find an interesting case study that I could use as copy or inspiration for copy for the front, for the homepage, especially above the fold. Okay, let's just read some of these and see if we can find some inspiration for copy. Okay, let me zoom into this. I don't know if you can, on the live itself, anybody can read this, but what is the customer saying? Okay, so one thing we could do, and this can just be some of the examples that we did when we looked at the competitive landscape. Let me just pull out some examples here. Let me again just switch screens here. I wish I had a simpler way to do this, but let me go into my Figma. Okay. So what I liked about some of the research when we were doing it is when customers speak in their words, and we capture that. So let's see a couple of quick examples. That's the language and tone that I'd like to have. Oh, okay. I realize that it's getting a little bit pixelated. Okay, let's see if I can look at the other examples first, which are a little bit more legible. Quals. Oh, there it is. Found. Okay. These are, I think, good examples of like how customers, buyers speak, people who are going to use your solution. So let's just take a quick look there. So for example, this is when we were doing the competitive landscape, I found this example of Intelligence Bank, which also offers DAM, which is Digital Asset Management, which is basically SaaS business. And so what is the customer saying, right? They're saying provided solutions to many of our businesses' challenges, including providing simple and compliant file sharing, a digitized estimate, and creative approval process, feedback captured for audit purposes. Okay. Ensuring all creative is on brand, relevant, complies with. Okay, so this is the kind of stuff that I would want to probably like tweak. So let's say, for example, okay, that is a massive blob of text. Hold on, let me just see if I can shrink that down. Where did it go? Oh, it just disappeared altogether. Let me try that again. So, always like to read like customer reviews to find like the lingo language that they use, right? So can't go wrong there. So let's try this. All creative is on brand, relevant, and complies with both legal and clinical requirements is one of the utmost importance, and intelligent in making the process. Okay. Is creative on brand, relevant. So the copy that I want to just keep in mind, I'll just type out some of the keywords here. So all creative is on brand. Actually, hold on a second. So if I go back here, I think there was some nuggets that I could probably pull. So this is obviously not going to be the copy that we're going to go with, but my thinking here also is, what if we're like, damn, all creative on brand, and so something cheeky. Well, I'm gonna play around with this copy a little bit, because what's the tone that we want to have, right? So that's gonna be and I'm thinking like play with that word damn. I don't know if you're aware of there was this whole like TikTok social media video that went viral where the guy's like, damn Daniel, and I think he was featured on Ellen DeGeneres. So Sheba, Spam, Rashid, Steph, Suman. So the live is happening over at paulsing.live. That's where all the stuff is happening. So if you're wondering who am I talking to, that's where that live is happening. Okay, so damn, all creatives meant on brand. So there's like some quick lines I can write out. And what I want to also do is, there's another visual. Let me just pull that visual into this. It'll just look super dope. Again, these are just wireframes, and we're just playing around with some tonality of how this business can show up. So let me just go here. Oh, no, not that one. Yeah, this is the one. Oh, it doesn't show up as transparent. Damn it. Okay, I wish it did, but I guess it doesn't. Replace image. That is a PNG. Oh, this, I guess it just doesn't support PNG? I guess not. Okay. So that could be the flag. Didn't work. So damn. Compliance was a breeze. Right? Okay. So that, let's just write some quick lines here. Damn. All files in one place. All files at my fingertips. Right? So these are like potential headlines that could be used for above the fold. I'm just playing around with this stuff. Just to make it a little bit more memorable, fun, add a little bit of cheekiness to it maybe, right? It doesn't have to be boring, drab, dry, and like feel like a root canal. So let me just also add this as an option. And then if we look at all the services that they offer, so for example, here we go. Lets you execute. So these are like some of the solutions that they offer, and it actually goes, there's an internal presentation that they had where they're talking about their solution portfolio. That's literally the title of the slide. And in that, they're talking about, so DAM, the assemble piece, which is the digital asset management. Then, you have like this whole integrated model where you can connect that to workflow management and order fulfillment. So what they've done is in their latest site update, they've sort of described what those things do. So lets you execute and personalize communication on large scale. Assemble is centralized platform to house all your digital assets. Connect campaigns. Okay. And what I want to do is I want to connect the dots there with how customers are going to be talking about this, right? So let's do that. So actually, hold on. Let me also do one quick thing here before anything else. So this is the wireframe, but so this would be the menu and navigation. Okay, let's shrink this down. Boom. This section is all that. And then the next section over that we're building right now. So this is the home page. Home page. Hello. Okay. And then we want to keep in mind that, and I'll just do like a little bit of a small visual cue to keep in mind that let me actually use these arrows. So this section up here, let's say we'll just eyeball it. I'm gonna say from here to here maybe. Let me select this and line chain. Well, actually I can do, oh, okay, yeah. So this to this part, this top half is basically all the stuff that sits above the fold, and that's basically where that's our where we're gonna have our hero image. But also we want to be cognizant that how do we reveal, how do we take people through the page, how do we create interest. Oh, taking a couple of steps, taking a leap here. You'll see in a second what I mean. Hello Nav, hello Putra. The live is happening over at paulsingh.live. Okay, so, oh yeah, so sorry, above the fold, hero image, and tease. Just a quick mental note for myself, what I need to do on this part of the puzzle. Small. That mental, oh shit, let's shrink this down. So typically what I like to do is also, let's do this. Okay, for some reason, when I try to do this in Figma while I'm doing a live, it just doesn't seem to, oh yeah, maybe I think it's when it's overlapping, it doesn't work. And let's fix that. Okay. So this is the stuff that's gonna sit above the fold. Let's just do a quick. All right, so we've got, yeah. So a couple of quick ideas. Damn, compliance was a breeze. Damn, all files at my fingertips. And then let's do another one. And these are just fun, you know, this is just to kind of get into the rhythm of like doing some copywriting. So if I switch gears here and jump into my Safari window, let's read some of this copy that they already have on their existing website, and we can then turn that into human speak. Turn it into a language that you know, people converse in. So enable self-service customization of marketing templates, ensured brand and regulatory. Okay, so let's, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually also just copy this over. So I can have a look at all of this impact stuff simultaneously. Let me create the space to do that right. Okay, let's copy this over. Let's copy over some of this impact stuff. Do the first one here. And then this is basically the stuff that I'm going to leverage to rewrite some of the copy. Okay, that's the first one. And I think this one is success story under financial services. If I go back. Managing complexity that drive loyalty for an people building a stronger. Okay. Automation workflows, well known. Keeping communications smooth at Canada's largest. This one doesn't have anything interesting. I am reading some of their stuff on their website. Okay, that one is kind of boring. Okay, this hotel one. Hotel. What's the impact? Okay, this looks cool. Copy this over. And that one. Help prioritize different services and increase guest engagement through more personalization. Damn. Enhance customer experience through the ability to deliver content in multiple languages. Damn. Speak. The ability to language. Okay. Maintain the corporate brand compliance. Damn. Compliance was a breeze. Okay. Because, okay, one of the reasons why I am... Okay, let me just sort of explain this one thing very quickly. Explain. Here we go again. So when I was doing the research on this business, and you're gonna be like, why are you trying to write copy like this? Like, it doesn't make sense. But let's take a look at it. So, you know, the primary business that they were in was commercial printing, and now they're trying to target, you know, they're trying to go after a bigger market, the marketing and advertising services space. And so we want to go and show up and meet those people where they are. How do they talk? How do they show up? What does their universe look like? So can we show up as a relatable, as, hey, look, we get you, without telling them or hitting them on the head with, we get you. You just demonstrate that. So that's sort of the connecting tissue there of why I am trying to augment, tweak, and address the tone of how they show up, because right now it appears like a procurement brand versus something that's going after strategically the marketing and advertising space, right? So now imagine if you have like a chief marketing officer opens their website. Are you showing up as procurement, or you're like, oh wait, these guys seem cool, I think they get us, they might get us, right? So okay, so that's the thinking there. Any questions, drop them in the chat, let me know, and I'll be happy to address them. Okay, so this is another impact one. And how are they even talking about the solution itself? Let me just copy that over. Copywriting is gonna make or break everything that we're doing. So I'm gonna have to be like very on the ball when it comes to the copywriting. It's gotta be like tasty, delicious. It's gotta make, you know, people's mouth water. Helped major energy provider improve compliance. Okay. Maybe just I'll take like 2 or 3 examples because the list of industries that they serve is pretty exhaustive. So let's just maybe do one more. And ideally what I would want to do is I would want to look at from a business perspective, which is the industry and category that they probably have the biggest piece of the pie at this current moment in time. Maybe put that center stage, or think about what is the industry that they want to go after, what kind of clients they want to go after, and then put that center stage, and then make that the primary communication, and then add secondary and tertiary and so on. But I don't have all that information. So what we're going to do is make a whole bunch of assumptions and go from there. So okay, this also looks good. So this one is, I have a case study here. Yeah, let's copy this over. Okay. So now, so what are some quick wins that I can just do right out of this? So damn. Be on the ball. Time. Vendor management. Damn. So this has got to be something to do with like relationships. So tighten user access. Actually, hold on. Let me just do a quick read of this. So this one is specific to North America's largest energy firms can confidently enter new markets with industry compliant. Hold on. Let's add this additional context here. Let me grab this. The orientation of the text is so... I would not do it like this at all. That's what we're doing. And okay, so this is like an example of an end-to-end case study on their site. Let me move this stuff around. Actually, hold on. Let's put this down here. Let's take a look at this case study end to end. See how we can reorient the language a little bit. Okay, we've helped a major energy provider improve compliance. Energy provider improve compliance. A solution is ensuring one North America's largest energy firms can confidently enter new markets. Damn. Enter new markets, industry compliant signage, industry compliant. I want this to be okay. Every energy producers are bound by rigorous safety regulations set by governing bodies like the American National Standards Institute, ANSI. Yeah, this takes in communication, non-compliant signage, decals on pipes, on walls can result in occupational health and safety breaches, and ultimately millions of dollars in fines. Working with a long list of local communication vendors, our client was finding it difficult to maintain ANSI compliance. A challenge made more daunting when the company set out to rebrand 1,200 unique signage items. The client also wanted tighter communication security. We could access that and through which IP address. Okay. Okay, so drove enterprise-wide rebrand of heavily regulated communications, improve market agility through built-in compliance. That is definitely the cops. Yeah. Okay. Tighten user access and security. Sure. Okay. DCM Flex is addressing these challenges head on. It enables our client to produce signage for any site or requirement while meeting all safety specifications. So they're doing decals and signage, meeting all safety specifications, and it maintains full brand and color compliance. It allows for payment by credit card. Okay, and integrates with core business assets like the ERP system, helping our client track communication related costs such as human resources. Now supporting over 1,300 unique communication pieces, potential mergers and acquisitions while ensuring new addition. Okay, this could totally just use a full refresh. Okay, what I would want to highlight here. Hello, Mike, Saba, Raj Sandhu, Lee, Rafael, sorry, Sukhmanpreet, and Caleb. The live is happening over at pulsing.live. That's where I'm doing all of this business transformation stuff. Okay. So we help the major and provide improved compliance and agility. Allows payments for credit cards. Now supporting over 1,300. So for this one, damn, I could even do something. Maybe a starting one is like 1,300. So typically what I like to do is, and I can just talk through this, you know, if you're watching, how do I even approach it? So I'm like, okay, the copy currently is saying, you know, we did this. This was the client's challenge. This is how we solved that problem. This is the impact, right? Now, if I am the buyer and I'm the person that went through all of this change management stuff, transformation, you know, implemented this solution, what does that do for me? What does that do for my pod? What does that do for my unit? What does that do for my team? How does that reflect for my company? How does that reflect for my stakeholders? How does that reflect on my customers? So I begin to think about all those different touch points and what is the most meaningful part of that story that I would want to tell here. Okay, I'm gonna let this marinate in my head, and I'm gonna continue. All brand. Yeah, so one thing I did want to do in this was, of course, I do want to have the headline. I'm probably going to have a quick thing, and then let's do this as medium. Actually, wait, it should be small. And what I also wanted to add to this was potentially like a little, I have to explore how I'm gonna sort of attack this, but so this have like download damn report. So this should be fun. Download the damn report. So I would want to have, let's go large here. Okay. And it's about damn time. Wait, I'm gonna write that down. It's about damn time. Okay, let's move this over. Let's use this. It's gotta be, I think there should be some level of like character. It should have, I mean, again, you know, this is just one direction that we could go in, but should be able to have a conversation, make it memorable, make it fun, so that anytime somebody comes looking for answers, we can show up. Hello to all the new people over on TikTok Live. I am doing a business transformation live over on Sing.live and taking you behind the scenes of what it takes, the process, the mess, so I'm just doing a quick check here to make sure that the stream is working properly. Yep, that looks good. Yeah, that looks fine. And what about Facebook? Yes, okay, good. Perfect. Looks like all engines are firing. Okay, so back to this. So what's the thinking here? I have figured out some of the navigation of, again, these are not, none of this are final words. These are just, I wanted to have, or how I like to approach all of this work is just put down everything that comes intuitively, gut instinct first. So at least you're not starting with a blank screen, and that can be a problem, because if you're just like wandering and just thinking about the problem, sometimes you know, you can drift off and never really find something to anchor to. So even by putting some of these things up front, I know I can go back and change a lot of it, but at least I know I have a sense of what are the buckets of content that I need to keep in mind, what has to be communicated to whom, all that stuff. So at least it's all there, and then I can personally sleep over it, come back the next day, and react to it. It kind of takes a little bit of practice, but the ability to sort of detach from your own work in this very pragmatic way and come back and just, you know, revisit it. So that's always just helpful to do. Okay, so let's keep moving. The other idea that I had was, so if I'm thinking about the buyers, and I have the buyers up here. So they basically, you know, as part of their strategy, they had buyers who were, you know, using their commercial printing services, and so over time they've started to sort of cross-sell or upsell some of the different services that they've started to add, and they've even acquired certain companies. But having said that, the new audience that they're going after, the buyers could be potentially CMOs, marketing people, creative people. It really depends. So having that in mind, what my thinking was is, how can we show up in a way where when somebody is seeking information and they're looking for answers, we can give them some of those answers. So so maybe have, you know, prepare a really cool report on digital assets management. There's already a whole bunch of stuff that's out there. Maybe we can leverage something that already exists, but that would be the goal. And then really use this as a way to capture leads. So this is, let's put this here, name. And I'm just creating like a quick form here. Large, small, okay. And it could be email, company, and send me the report. Okay, and then that is our call to action there. Also change the color to, actually hold on, I gotta change all of these colors. Okay, so one of the things I would want here is some sort of a value add, and this is kind of going on that sort of McKinsey, BCG, Deloitte, PwC, that advisory / consulting approach. Okay, and yeah. Okay, the other thing I want to add here is, where did that asset management thing go? I don't think they have that at all. Double check. Hello, Lee. Edward. Man, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna go with some very rough copy right now till I want to have something here. So what I'm gonna do is, it's about damn time. So from print all your assets. Actually, okay, hold on. I just remembered something before I actually write the rest of this line. Is one of the things that was an interesting example that we looked at. Let me go back there for a second. There it is. And they've done such a fantastic job of communicating that I want to, again, where did it go? Here it is. And that is actually Basecamp. They actually do such a fantastic job. Wonder if it was oh, I didn't actually take a screenshot of that specific. Okay, hold on, let me pull that up. Basecamp. Let's take a quick look at this. I've got to refresh my memory here. Let me jump into this for a second. Safari. There we go. Janice, have you heard about Coda? Yes, I have heard about Coda. Correct. What about Coda did you have in mind? Okay. So let me go to the home page here. Oh, I really like one more thing here is that they have actually added customer quotes right next to the logo. The perfect solution. Gets better and better. Oh, and when you click it, it changes the copy also. Oh, that is a fun little. Oh, it's like, in a game you discover like something like this hidden gem. So gold standard gets better and better. A godsend for our org. The perfect solution. Really great. Feels like we're always busy but not making enough progress, I do. You should try Basecamp. It works wonders for us. So again, the copy is very, very conversational. That's sort of my inspiration. And that's sort of the approach that I want to do. So let's try it for free. Enjoy work more. Watch this quick video. No, leave the grind behind. Leave the grind behind. Glide through projects instead. I think there was another page that I'm missing that did a really fantastic job. Not everything is just the stuff to get things done. Yeah. Okay, so another thing I do need to do. Yeah. Okay, hold on. So let's go to the next one. Yeah, yeah, Coda. Some people in my team use Coda. We are using it on a certain project as well. So yeah, absolutely, it is pretty cool. Okay, hold on. This is not exactly what I was looking for. Wait a second. Let me just double check here. Holy smokes, the number of people that have been on this live. Just somebody whose name is just Taco, Mila, Ghost, Nate. The live is happening over at paulsing.live. That's where we are. If you have any questions, if you're a designer, creative person, business owner, and you are in a bit of a pickle on an assignment or a project, and you have questions, you can ask. Okay, so oh, I love this wall, like just customer qual wall. Oh, I really like this. We're here to help. There are no stupid questions. Genius. Pricing features, app, desktop integration, updates, job, book, podcast, handbook, newsletter, customers. Help the customer change for better. Holy smokes. That is a lot of testimonials. Okay, let's get back into this actually. Let me go back to view actual actual size. Okay. So I'm going to, yeah. Okay, let's jump back into, I didn't find exactly what I was looking for. But no worries at all. So let's go back to our Figma board and continue working on the wireframe. Yeah, okay, cool. So that didn't, that's not exactly what I was looking for, but so on this home page, by the way, so we want to be actually, the main thing here is, instead of being solution focused, we want to be problem aware. And so that copy that I want to have and what I want to be able to introduce should capture that. Also, by the way, if companies we work with, that is not to this here. Right. Okay, hold on a second. Where did it go? So one is that. Another thing I'm gonna do here is actually, let's just create this. And this is where it could just peek out from the bottom. Maybe. Yeah, this would be. Example, finance, and then headline. I think they also have, where did it go? Hospitality. No, let's do. Yeah. Again, I'm just gonna have some quick wins here at the top. So as somebody's looking at the page, there's gonna be, obviously there's gonna be an image and all that stuff happening here. Some copy, learn more, and then immediately dive into some industries. Okay. Check on how are we doing for time. 1 hour. Not bad. Okay. And so the first thing I want to do is introduce. That's probably, you know, let's say, actually even this be a quote. And so this was actually wait, which one was this one? Okay, so what I want to do is pull some stuff from the challenges under success stories. Let's grab that. Okay, I think that's a good one. I could probably use. So let's say this is actually a transport one, so let's just go with that one. And on the ball. on track with changing regulations. Keeping on track. State. So this actually, I'm just imagining a quote. So we stayed on track. We stayed on track with changing regulations. Right? And then this, I'm going to say, or learn more. Right? And let's shrink this down. Small. So this basically introduces the industry, but is like a quote from the client. And then this could also just be like, let's just say CEO of transport. Okay. And then for healthcare, I probably want to do something similar. So let's go healthcare. Let's read a quick one. I'd probably say something on the lines of met all met so and cross banding wristbands done right standards, and then read more. finance, right? So Lauren, Zach, Basma, Bruce, Leo, Soph, Amos, Abla, Gina. The live is happening over at paulsing.live. Okay. And then healthcare, transport, wristbands done. Right. And then I just need one for, like, let's just go with the finance one. Finance. Okay, so let's change this to finance and moving from, sorry, migrating from print to digital assets. Is consistent, keeping us well client. Okay, done. Read more. So these are quotes that I have. I think, all right, so I think I have at least a rough sense of what I probably want to do up at the top here. Now let me just go to the top again. Welcome to computer crashing. Okay, so let me do a close tab here. Okay, so on today's episode, we covered a lot of ground, but I am going to call it in now. We'll pick up things again tomorrow and start working on the home page for DCM. I have an initial direction and thought process already building. Of course, once I sleep over it, we'll knock out the wireframe for at least the homepage tomorrow. And then the consecutive day, we will get into the visual design part of the process. Yeah. Today was fun. I'm just going to enjoy my setup here at the beach. I know for the people on TikTok you can't see, but if you were to go to paulsing.live, you could see that I'm chilling with my entire setup on a beach, and it's time to get some lunch. I will see you folks tomorrow on another episode of DesignOver, where we do business transformation live, and I take you behind the scenes and give you a peek behind the kimono. I will see you folks tomorrow.